From divine Sister of the Light Erini, Crystal and Indigo Guide to the Galaxy, Athens. The birth of Venus. Message: our human vision is changing due to our repositioning. The feminine has dropped the petra. She is now totally free. Venus will begin birthing herself into this world upon Easter. The quantum jump continues as we are returning back into the ocean of life. This transformative process is creating a very demanding change in the spheres which will be very powerfully felt by all, whether consciously or not, as the new healthy boundaries are already forming and establishing while dropping so many ill energies away. The Anastasis of the core, daughter, eye, pupil, core, is deeply affecting the collective masculine within both men and women, who is undergoing his biggest transformation so far in order to physically align and be ready for what she is already bringing here, which is a whole new world. Unless he adjusts to the Divine Mother with heartfelt honesty, he will not be able to continue. At least not like he did when he was blindly following his Dark Mother. Energy update. The masculine within all during the past 6 months has been exploring and recognizing the deep black magic, programming, deception, and negative beliefs coming from the Dark Mother, and how she has been defining his perception, view of himself, choices in life. She has been using him for her own interests and teaching him to act in a similar way towards himself and others. Now that the door of the Divine Mother has opened for all, he is also being shown the truth and the deep manipulation that he was under while he was immature, which led him to so many false relationships, friendships, cooperations, and creations. Through this development, he is able to come in contact with his inner pain, limitation, and lack of self-substance that was creating so much suffering and disorientation in his life. Once the reconnection to his own pain is accepted and allowed, then he can repent, humbly reposition himself back to life, and then open himself back to self-appreciation, healthy self-esteem, dignity, honor, power, and discernment. These are some of the most important qualities for the masculine energy that through his falling state they had been stripped off of him, leaving him dwelling in the abyss, lost and frustrated with hidden shame and excessive pride as defense mechanisms. I cannot even begin to describe how many relationships, cooperations, and false inner and outer constructs will end and be demolished next because of his true awakening within both men and women. All lies towards the self will be seen, felt, and spoken, and this is a great blessing of growth. All of the above are taking place via actual inner gates and pathways of self-knowledge, which are now opening because of the Anastasis of the core. Around the 18th of April, the first new blessing will begin for him, as the masculine within all will be offered a new spiritual blessing for the new direction. He will be given the understanding of the lesson, the realization, and the inner revelation of himself and the actual reality of where he is now and where he needs to head to. Escaping the false ego mind is essential for the masculine within both women and men now, as it had been a great thief of life living in his own system. He will begin recognizing his true heart-based destination and restoring his spiritual existence, which will bring him into a totally new position in relation to the physical reality and his creations by fully reevaluating and redefining them. This time, by bringing himself back into the service of the goddess God for the good of all and in alignment to natural law. Humble self-acceptance and reconnection to the whole will make a huge difference for the masculine. He has been so disconnected from source and suffering from pride, exhumation, insult, and blasphemy for so long. Nemesis lessons are helping him redirect and enter his new orbit of true life. Message: Dear masculine, gracefully let go of everything that doesn't serve your true self and life anymore. By moving through the shame, you will embrace guilt, and then the road for your healing, restoration, and growth will be ready and open. Trust the call of your true divine mother and father. They have been waiting for you to return in their arms as their divine child that you are. All divine genealogies are calling their children back to them. You are no exception, and there is no going back. So it is. Erini, Amalthea Thor, Har Zaronya, Hunama Anata Kumara, Yellow Galactic Warrior. From CrystalIndigoGalaxy.com.